Demonstrating and maintaining compliance to various internal and external regulations can be difficult. Many organizations leverage a disjointed combination of several tools like Excel, email, and SharePoint to track policy and compliance activities. This approach, more often than not, is prone to error, is inefficient, lacks accountability, and may be approached differently by various organizational areas. Managing compliance efforts in ServiceNow results in a standardized business process with better time to value, increased accuracy, and enhanced reporting capabilities to provide compliance insights across the organization. The features we'll view today help to simplify compliance and lessen the burden as you demonstrate compliance to internal and external auditors and regulators. Verterim is uniquely positioned to provide this demo because we are a GRC-focused company comprised entirely of GRC practitioners. We provide hosting and managed services, deliver innovative integrations, make light work of GRC professional services, and resell GRC software. As former customers and now partners, we recognize GRC can become much too complex. We are here to simplify GRC and help solve business problems with plug-and-play and quick-win solutions. During this short video overview, we'll see dashboards and reports, discuss the mapping between authority documents, policies, and controls, explore the policy management lifecycle, and conduct control tests. Several compliance dashboards and reports are delivered out of the box to communicate the results and status of various compliance activities in ServiceNow. Today we'll review the Compliance Overview and Policies and Procedures Overview dashboards. The Compliance Overview reports illustrate compliance to various authority documents like ISO, NIST, or PCI. You can view the overall compliance, compliance by authority document, compliance breakdown, and non-compliant profiles. By selecting an authority document like ISO, all compliance reports filter to show the context of that authority document. Reports are also drillable. If you select a non-compliant wedge for ISO, for example, you can drill into the authority document, the citation, which is a tactical chunk of the authority document, the policy statement, which is an objective, direction, or standard mapped to policies that acts as a guidance for company interactions and operations, and the actual control that we see listed as non-compliant. These items are pre-mapped and loaded into ServiceNow through the Unified Control Framework, or UCF. The mapping of one control to many policy statements and authority documents enables you to do what we like to call test once, comply many. In other words, in many circumstances, you can prove your compliance or lack thereof to several things with a single control test. You can use this mapping as it comes, supplement with additional information, or import and map your own content. Dashboards can also be filtered by profile. Profiles in ServiceNow are flexible descriptors that enable you to categorize items like policies, controls, risks, or information assets in the context of your business. You can set up profiles for organizational areas or business processes, for example, like SAP Financial Accounting. Here we are viewing the compliance overview for ISO for the SAP Financial Accounting area. The first use case we'll review is managing the lifecycle of a policy. Policies can be categorized by type and assigned to groups and individual owners, approvers, and reviewers. The valid from and valid to dates sync with automatic email notifications to tell you when a policy update is coming due. Policies can also be updated on an ad hoc basis. In either event, a best practice workflow is followed to ensure a standard approach to policy updates. When you push a policy back to review, the rich text editor becomes available and updates to the policy can be made. Requesting an approval sends an email and automated request to the approver, who can review policy change activity and approve or reject the changes. When the approver makes a selection, the workflow status on the policy updates accordingly. In this case, the policy goes back to a published state. And for reference purposes, historical versions of the policy are stored in the GRC knowledge base. Policy exceptions are handled in the service portal. Published policies, controls, and risks assigned to business users can also be viewed in the service portal. In the Policy and Risk Service Catalog, the policy exception form is filled out and submitted. Once submitted, it shows up in the request queue for the submitter and the approvals queue for the approver. Next, let's review the process to test controls in ServiceNow. Like we saw on the dashboard, controls are associated to profiles and map to policy statements, which tie into policies and authority documents. You can assign group or individual ownership, type, classification, category, and create or modify fields to track the specific control metadata that's most meaningful to you. Like the scheduled policy updates, you can predetermine the frequency of control testing or test controls on an ad hoc basis. I'll test this control now to walk you through the out-of-the-box workflow process. Selecting a test generates a control attestation that automatically sends to the assigned respondent. If the control is implemented, evidence and an explanation are requested. If the control is not implemented, only an explanation is requested. I'm going to submit this control as not implemented, and we'll see the control move forward to the review stage. The GRC attestation I just completed can be modified with the assessment designer, and additional assessments can be created and assigned to internal stakeholders to assess control compliance. Historical assessment results are stored on the Attestations tab below. I submitted the control as not implemented, so you can see in the tab set at the bottom of the screen an issue is automatically created. For an overview of issues management functionality, please see Verterim's ServiceNow issue management video. Thanks for watching. To learn more about this ServiceNow use case or Verterim's additional GRC offerings, please visit Verterim.com, follow our LinkedIn page, or contact the Verterim sales manager Jack Breen directly.